In the world of Harry Potter, there is one game that rules them all, and that is Quidditch. Now, we don't really have that. We have the Muggle version of Quidditch, which is interesting. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I might play it if I had the opportunity, so I'm not gonna judge. But the closest thing we have to a simulation is this game right here, known as Quidditch World Cup. Now, I'm just kind of banking on this to teach us how to play.
Welcome to Hogwarts. Now that you're here, you can choose which of the 4 house teams you'd like to take through to the Quidditch Cup. Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, or Slytherin.
Apparently Harry doesn't like Slytherin. Okay, you know the iconic scene in the book and movie where Oliver Wood teaches Harry the ins and outs of Quidditch? Well, this title starts out in the same way.
There are 7 players on each side. 3 of them are called chasers. This ball's called the quaffle. The chasers throw the quaffle to each other and try to get points every time. There's another player on each side who's called the keeper. I'm keeper for Gryffindor.
It literally assumes you know nothing about the game. Who would buy this game not knowing what Quidditch is? The only misconception I've heard from people is like, what's the point of the other positions when the seeker is the sole person who can end a match? And if you want to know the answer to that question, stick around. I will answer it. From a design standpoint, it seems like it's not opting to revolutionize the sports game genre, but rather give us a simplified Quidditch experience in a fleshed out Harry Potter world. Nearly every character from the books plays their respected positions, even down to the commentators, as we can hear Gryffindor student Lee Jordan commentate on the Hogwarts matches and Ludo Bagman commentate at every World Cup match. Look, if you know your Harry Potter, there is hardly any way to be disappointed with this environment. Quidditch World Cup is a different kind of sports game, however, as it can only be played in third person, and you can only control one player at a time, meaning on offense you can't control players who don't have possession of the quaffle. Maybe this has something to do with the nature of the camera. My best guess is that this game uses the third person perspective to make the player feel like they're right there on the Quidditch pitch, instead of far away controlling the players from a distance. And believe you me, when this game gets going, it can get pretty hype. Build up your trick meter to get special moves like an offensive boost, a defensive cinematic automatic turnover move, or the beater ability, which allows for you to take control of the bludger and stalk your opponent. Finally, each team has a team special that's presented in a ridiculously charming cinematic where all sorts of shenanigans take place. But if you're looking to chisel the hype from the marble, the best way to do so is by the use of combo moves, where the chasers will rocket the quaffle at lightning speeds, knocking it back and forth until reaching one of the golden hoops. Eventually your trick meter, because this game is SSX tricky, will transfer into your seeker's boost to catch the snitch, which when caught will reward the team with 150 additional points and end the match. So now to answer that question, what's the point of the other positions when only the seeker possesses the ability to end the match? Well, instead of recording wins, Quidditch is built on an accumulative point system. For example, in the beginning of my Hogwarts Quidditch Cup run, I was up against Ravenclaw, 240 points before the snitch was enabled. I then caught the snitch for an additional 150 points for a final score of 390 Gryffindor and Ravenclaw nothing. My second match, which was against Hufflepuff, the final score came down to 400 points and Hufflepuff nothing. Now Gryffindor's point total for the season stands at 790, while everyone else is struggling. Meaning that in this final match against Slytherin, I don't even have to catch the snitch or win the match to take the cup. But why ruin a perfect season? Gryffindor's final tally was 1,020, and all the other houses can go cry in their pie. So if you've been looking for a Quidditch simulation that's darn near close to the actual thing, look no further. But before you buy it on Amazon for a whopping $5, be warned that after every point that's scored results in a brief cinematic cutscene. You can skip it, but good lord, Hermione, why do you look so bad? Thanks for watching my brief look at Quidditch World Cup for Harry Potter month. Make sure to subscribe to be notified for more Harry Potter content all month long. And I'm curious to know, which Hogwarts house do you think you would be sorted into, and which Quidditch position would you try out for? Let me know in the comments. I think for me, it would be Slytherin, and I would be a keeper, because I'm certainly a keeper, you know what I'm saying?
Shut up, Luke.